Hi everyone, my name is Brooke Stokes and I am Sister Peacock's daughter, and you guys are making this sweater. It's called a shrug, this type of sweater, and it's really simple to do. It is just some really simple stitches, and then it's really easy to piece together at the end, and it creates this really pretty, really drapey sweater. So you guys are going to be using a type of yarn called homespun yarn, and that's what this looks like. It's kind of it's considered a texture or a chunky yarn, and it's kind of a textured yarn. But I'm going to show you guys on some just regular yarn how to do it because it's a little bit easier to see. So Sister Peacock is going to show you guys how to do your foundation chain. So to start, you're going to chain 69. You're not going to count your first loop that you make for your hook to stick on your hook. So you're gonna create your loop, and then you're gonna chain 69 chains, and then what you're gonna do is called turning your work, where you're gonna get to the end, and then you're just gonna flip it. So you're actually gonna be this way, and then you're gonna flip it back this way, and then you're gonna work back by doing a single crochet all the way back along your foundation chain. And then let's see, once you get down to the end, I'm going to show you how to finish your first row. So your foundation row doesn't count as your first row, that's just considered your foundation chain. So once you get done with your first row, I'm going to show you how to finish that and turn your work, and then I'm going to show you how to create this ribbing. Do you see where it's kind of got valleys and peaks in it? It's going to create a ribbed look, and that's going to give your sweater some really great texture. And it's a little tricky because you have to chain, or you have to do a single crochet stitch in the back loops of your first row. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So first we're just going to finish, this is just like you're getting to the very back, the last couple chains on that foundation chain that you're going to single crochet into those last few chains, and Sister Peacock will show you how to do that. Okay, so once you get to the end, and this will be longer, this is just a sample size, you guys will have, you'll have a total of 68 chains because you're going to skip that last chain. You're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and then you're going to get down to the end, and you're going to chain 2. So just like you did your foundation row, you're going to count 1, 2, and then you're going to turn your work over. You're always going to be going from right to left. You're always going to be going backwards. So once you get to this point, if you can see, there is kind of a V shape. If you were to look at the very top of your chain, there's a V stitch on the very top. Normally when you crochet, you go back into this hole and you go through both loops, but to create the ribbing look on this shrug, you're not going to go through both loops. You're only going to go through that second loop. So you can kind of, if I were to kind of pull that apart, you can see that there's 2 loops on the very top. So you're going to just slip your hook in that second chain. You're going to yarn over and pull through 1 loop, and then you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. So then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through 2 loops. And then you're going to go back into the second chain right there. There's through that back loop only, not both. You're going to pull up 1 loop, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through 2 loops. And then you're just going to keep doing that all the way down to the very end. So you're just going to go, if you're looking at the very top of that, you're not going to go in the front, you're just going to go in the back stitch right there. So you're going to kind of come in through the top and push through the back. Then you're going to yarn over. Excuse me.